Hey fellas, Frankie Day here on YouTube. Okay guys, for this rainy day on Sunday here in Ohio land, I couldn't go sailing today with my Ricochet sailboats, my sailboat club. They canceled out because of the rain and everything. It's been raining here pretty constantly the last couple of days. It's starting to cheer up outside right now. I guess the rain blew over, but without further ado, probably another blow front coming in. Okay guys, the topic of this afternoon's video is chopper madness as it goes on strong. Okay guys, this is on my Kaman Husky H-43 Husky chopper, and 132 scale by Hawk, Tester's Hawk, a dinosaur company and a kit. Okay fellas, I got this thing about ready for the final paint schedule on it. These things were used during Vietnam, as I think the Air Force used them exclusively, and they underwent operations such as Code Pedro, which means emergency pickup. In case a guy gets down, shot down or something, they can pick him up real quick. And so they were used pretty much in Vietnam. I thought I'd see a couple fly up there one time during my tour when I was there at Nam, and I thought they phased those devils out back at least as early as the 1960s somewhere, but they were still used pretty exclusively up, probably almost up to the end of the Vietnam War. And I guess they only have one such example that's exactly flyable today that exists. The rest of them, I never knew what happened to them. They must have just scrapped them and just say hell with them, you know. But I do know they got one such example now, and it's still flying. And Vietnam colors, which is all kind of like a gray color, like a very, very light gray they used. And 1950s, they were all natural aluminum. So this is going to be a 1950s machine, all natural aluminum. And this is the first time I ever built one of these Husky helicopters before. I see a lot of them in the model shells when I was younger, and I always threatened I'd buy one of these days, but I never did. And I finally bought this one here. And this has been laying around for a long time. And the company no longer exists. To my surprise, that this kit was actually boxed under Ringo Toys, toy manufacturer. And Ringo sold their molds to Hawk, and Hawk sold it to Testers when they merged together back in the 1980s. And this helicopter used to be motorized, because when I assemble this model, you got two shafts come down from your rotor shafts, and you got two gears that they're meshed together. And one of those gears, you got a long square peg where it gets the motor hooked up to, and these props counter rotate. So they'll rotate, but ain't no motor, so I didn't go there. There's a lot of room for extra detail in there, folks. They don't give you very much of an interior in this thing. As much interior they give you is just a seat, the joystick, and the collector handle they use to raise you into the sky, and rudder pedals, and seats. And they give you a nice little bulkhead behind the pilot and co-pilot seat. And but inside there's nothing, folks. The modeler's on his own. He's got to get sheet styrene and make your own interior ribs all inside, do all your wiring. And only as much as the interior I did this thing. I'll show you as we go to the video on the update. Now after the update video on this Kaman Husky, I got a special surprise for you guys. This completes my chopper collection, and we'll see that just after we take a look at the video of this here Kaman Husky H-43. Okay guys, I know the Kaman over here is friendly, and so am I. Put this little cigar down before I burn myself. We're going to swing around and take a look at this. Okay guys, a little bit too far. This is about as far as I got on it. It's all primed. It's all ready to be painted, and goes together very, very well. There was only fit issues was more or less around this area here, where the turbo housing for the engine goes into. and it was all filled in. There's a little bit of filler on this kit is needed, and you're good to go. Now back here, as far as I got, fellas, let me show you. These clam doors, they're operational, and you can see back through here. I scratched these in, and that's about as far as you're going to see. I'm going to eventually close these doors and lock them in position when they're all done, and put the glass in. So that's about as far as I got on this, and right now it's ready for its final paint schedule, which will be all natural aluminum. I'm kind of working on 2 choppers at a time, so while the Kaman was drying, I went over and was kind of toying around with this. With this Frankie Piasecki H-43 transporter. This was the first chopper I've ever built. Was one of these. That was back in 1955. I was about 15 years old back then. And it cost 89 cents. That's how much it cost. This was a good kit. The scale of this is box scale of 196, 1/8 scale. And as far as I got on, it's a fuselage there, fellas. I did a little priming on it. Put a little fillers, a second coat of filler. So this thing is a filler queen because it's old plastic, but it goes together quite well. So after I move that filler on there, I'm going to go give it another coat of primer, and the rest of the assembly will follow. And it's a fast build. I'll probably have this thing done probably maybe next week sometime. The Kaman Husky will probably be done in about a couple days, and that'd be that. And we'll put the workhorse away, the transporter. And let me just show you guys this. Now I got this one here, and we'll swing the camera around to yours truly again to show you this, because it's going to take a lot of room. Okay guys, this concludes my Chopper Madness videos, and also collection. I won't say the videos, just the collections. So all my choppers of the 50s and 60s have been completed. Now I don't care too much about the new choppers nowadays, like the Black Hawk and the Seahawks and the Cobras and the rest of them. You know, the closest one I got to all that is the old Huey 124 scale, which I reviewed you last week, I believe. Okay guys, without further ado right here, and here it is. I got this as an early birthday present. This is 135 scale Trumpeter CH-47 model Chinook. In Vietnam, the Navy and Army and Marines, you call them shit hooks, but that's the name we dubbed it by. So this is an artillery scale of 135 scale, 135th scale. So anybody out there, I know there's a lot of fellows out there in armor, and Freddie is one of them, and he has a very beautiful armor collection. Perhaps maybe one of these days, or he's probably got one in the stash as I speak. This will make an excellent companion next to his 135 armor collection stash, and also the built collections that he's already done already, and all of us modelers out there have reviewed on his videos and Facebook. Now, anybody out there's got one of these in a stash, thinking about buying one, these are very pricey kits. They retail anywhere from $149 to $169. I got this one for $100. So it's a brand new kit. It's all been sealed, and comes with 5 sprues and 2 fuselage. The fuselage halves come in 2 sections. You got the aft. You got the aft section here, and you got the forward section, which are tongue glued together. So actually 4 pieces complete the fuselage. The interior details is very, very, very well detailed. We'll do an inbox review of this when I get on this. I may get this thing started probably next week or so. But right now, I'm enjoying myself building these choppers. So I'm very happy I got this. So like I said, guys, if anybody's got one of these in your stash thinking about getting one, this will make a very, very excellent companion to your 135 5th scale armor collection. And in display, in view, it'll be a very, very good enhancement and a companionship between the Chinook, your tank, your howitzers, 107, 4 howitzers, and the Willys, Jeeps, even 135th scale infantry, which you got plenty of that out there. I was thinking about going down to Space Hobby Shop and buy me some Vietnam 135th scale infantry and try my hand at figure painting and see how good I can do. Well, Freddie's doing an excellent job. Gilbert's excellent on his figures and everything. And you got a lot of guys out there in the figure painting. You can bring these old chums to life in no time. And so that's a common practice. Old Frankie Day's got to start learning how to diversify. Okay, guys, that concludes today's video on the update of my Tesla's 132nd scale Kaman H-43 Husky, and a sneak peek review of my H-16 transported by Revell 1955 molds, and also the coming build and the killer diller of all choppers, the Chinook. Okay, guys, on the next video is going to be the final reveal of this bird, and you probably see some pictures on Facebook. I'm going to give this thing another wet sanding, another blast of primer. Let that primer dry 24 hours, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing the painting. Okay, guys, time for me to get out of here right now. I'd like to thank everybody out there for your wonderful comments, and thank you very much for your for viewing my videos. I'm very honored. I'm sorry I haven't been posting update build videos. I've been between going outside sailing my model ships and sailboats and working 5 days a week and working on these here choppers. It just, things just got a touch a little bit, but I'm still here, and we got winter coming up in another month or two, and so I'll be back to my old normal videos and builds and finish choppers like the Alabama, which needs 2 lifeboats on. It's done, so I think I'll get hot on that right now and get it over with. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm gonna get her done so I can put her against the wall. Okay, guys, I'm out of here, and God love you guys. Thank you very much. Make Mama happy. Please subscribe. Happy modeling, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye, fellas. Take care, boys.